let me just test this rule out again and show you guys what it returns. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So today in this video I will be creating a dynamic rule for dropping numbers from right side of the given array without using rdrop function, okay? And it's gonna be interesting, so keep watching till the end. So without any further delays, let's get right into the video. So I'll create two rule inputs, okay? First one is gonna be my array. I'll name it as list, and the type of this is gonna be number integer, and this is gonna be my list of number integer, so I need to take this, okay? And the second one is gonna be my number, the number of values to drop from the given array, okay? So I'll name it as number, and the type is gonna be same, number decimal, sorry, it's decimal, my bad, it should be number integer, okay? Now I will take for each loop, okay? Items is gonna be my local list, okay, which will iterate over the items contained within the list, within this list of number integer, okay? So this is gonna be my local list, sorry, it's rule input, so ri list, okay? And an expression, so I need to drop the numbers from right hand side, right? So for that, what I need to do, first I need to reverse my list, right? I need to reverse this. If I reverse this, let's say my list contains 1 2 3 4, and if I reverse it, my resulting array would be 4 3 2 1, right? Now I will check if fp index is greater than ri number, okay? Okay, let's say my number is 2. That means I want to drop two numbers from right hand side, okay? And for the first iteration, my fp index would be 1. So 1 is greater than ri number, false. If it is false, then print nothing. If it is true, then print fp item, right? So for the first iteration, the result would be false. So print nothing. For the second iteration, fp index would be 2, ri number would be 2. So 2 is greater than 2, again false. Print nothing. For the third iteration, fp index would be 3 and ri number would be 2. 3 is greater than 2, which is true, right? In that case, it has to print fp item. So when fp index is greater than ri number, then return fp item, else return nothing, okay? Now let me just test this one out. My list is gonna be 1 2 3 4 and my number is gonna be 2, okay? So it's returning resulting array as 2 and 1. That means it has dropped 3 and 4 from right hand side and returned me 2 and 1, okay? It should be 1 and 2 instead. So I just need to wrap it inside reverse function, okay, which will reverse this list and give me the expected output, okay? Now let me just test this rule out again and show you guys what it returns, okay? So it's returning 1 and 2, which is my expected output, okay? If I pass 3 here and test this again, so my expected output should be 1, only 1, okay? It will remove 3 from the right hand side, 3 numbers from the right hand side, and return me the resulting array, that is 1, right? Now what if I pass number as 6, which is greater than the size of my array? Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, but this shouldn't be the case, right? We need to handle this as well. So if the number is greater than the size of my array, it should not enter this loop at all. Okay, so I need to use if condition over here before the reverse, and will compare my number with the size of my list. Okay, if ri number is greater than the length of ri list. Okay, if it is greater than the length of ri list, then do nothing else, enter this loop. Okay, now let me just test this. Here you go. And what if I pass some negative number, let's say -2. Now let me just test this. It's returning 1 2 3 4, which is completely wrong, right? So we need to handle this as well. Here, or I'll use or here. Okay, or ri number is lesser than 1, right? Ri number is lesser than 1. If it is lesser than 1, or ri number is greater than the length of my ri list, then it should do nothing. Okay, now let me just test this again. Here you go. And if I pass my number as 7, which is actually greater than the size of my array, now let's see what happens. It's not entering the loop. Okay, so it's working as expected. Let me check with 4. Okay, the size of my array is 4 and I want to remove 4 numbers from right hand side. It's returning me list of variant. Okay, which shouldn't be happening. One question here, I'm asking this to myself. Okay, if I want to remove, let's say my size of array is 4 and I want to remove all the 4 items, then why do we need to use this in the first place? We don't need this, right? If I want to remove all the items from my list, why do we have to use this function? Okay, so it should not enter the loop if the ri number is equal to the size of this, is equal or greater than the size of my list. It should not enter the loop. Okay, if ri number is greater than or equals to the size of my list, it should not enter the loop. Now if I test this again and show you guys what it returns, here is our expected output. If you don't want to use the rdrop inbuilt function, you can just create your dynamic rule and use it anywhere in your application. Okay, so yeah, that's all for the day. If you want more such videos, please like my video, share it as much as you can, and yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, cheers, bye bye.